What is up, YouTube? We are back. We are back on our bread and butter. We are back on the tried and true Halo Top brand. Now, these aren't just any ordinary Halo Top flavors. This is the underbelly of Halo Top. These are the flavors that are hidden on the bottom shelf that you have to search out for. And frankly, these are the odd, the whimsical, and to put it plainly, a little strange. So let's dig into it. First flavor we have is Gingerbread House. I thought it would be nice to throw in a little bit of holiday flair. Let's be real, it kind of looks like an old man's head with the brown spots kind of scattered around. It looks like some dust got kicked up by the wind and blew onto your vanilla ice cream. I kind of wish the gingerbread chunks were bigger instead of these small little spots. It makes it look a bit odd. Let's get into the taste. It tastes exactly like a gingerbread house would taste. In terms of the gingerbread taste, I think they got it spot on. It's got that nice ginger and it's mixed with a little bit of that spice to it. It's quite smooth. It tastes exactly like gingerbread should taste. It's not too rich to where you don't want to have it more than once or a lot at once. This flavor was nice. I didn't have any problems with it. It's very good for the holiday season if you're looking for a little bit of holiday flair. So yeah, go out and get yourself a little bit of Gingerbread House flavor. It is a seasonal flavor, so you can only get it around this time anyway. Our second flavor we are going to try is the pumpkin pie Halo Top flavor, and why not keep it on track of the holiday flair here. So when we first get into this flavor, the body of the flavor is a nice light orange. I don't see anything other than the ice cream being orange, so let's get into it and see if we can find anything in the texture of the ice cream here. Alright, so what I noticed right away is hidden in the body of the ice cream are these spongy chunks of what I guess is supposed to be the crust. The crust chunks aren't crunchy, they're spongy. I don't think that takes away from anything. I actually think it is adding to the flavor of the ice cream overall. And this adds to the density of the overall body of the ice cream here, and I really like the texture it's adding. It gives it another dimension here. Now the pumpkin pie flavor is on the lighter side, but at the same time it's a nice break from all the bold rich flavors around the holiday season. It's a very nice light pumpkin pie flavor. I think this flavor is quite smooth. It's quite nice. I really do like the lightness of it. Now another thing to note with this flavor is that I don't feel like I'm eating a alternative kind of ice cream. It has a very milky smoothness to this, a milky richness to this that I don't get with some of the other Halo Top flavors. This is actually one of the first flavors that doesn't really taste like a Halo Top flavor. Now, with that being said, when you let the Halo Top brand sit for a few days in your freezer, the quality definitely goes downhill. So I don't know if that's going to change with this one, but I will say that I'm pleasantly surprised with the quality of the pumpkin pie flavor here. I'm not getting the hints of the alternative kind of flavor with this one. Now again, The pumpkin pie flavor is a seasonal flavor, so you're gonna wanna pick this one up and try it before the holidays are over with. Overall, it was a very decent flavor. It was on the higher end of the Hilltop flavor list here. The third flavor we are going to try out is the banana cream pie flavor. Sticking with the pies. After all, it is the holiday season. When we first open this up, we see that the body is a pure, snowy, white, kind of fluffy looking ice cream. And then we can also see hints of these chocolate swirls and chocolate chips hidden within the body of the flavor here. So let's get into the taste here. Wow. That was a burst of flavor in that. Holy cow. Wow. That was... I just got like 3 different kind of flavors just exploded in my mouth. Hold on one second. Gotta do that one again. Dang! Okay. First, the density of this is very strange. It's super dense, but at the same time, it's very fluffy. It's almost like it was whipped or something. You can see like, it looks like it was like over whipped, and it creates this like interesting texture. Almost like a whipped yogurt, but it's completely ice cream still. The actual body of the ice cream crumbles in your mouth, and when it's doing this, you get 3 different flavor profiles in this. So first you get the very, and it's not rich, you get this nice banana flavor right off the bat, so that was nice. And then it sort of goes into this vanilla kind of whipped cream. It tastes exactly like whipped cream flavor. And then if you get some sort of like chocolate chunk in it, you get this heavy, rich chocolate flavor. And all 3 of these, it goes so quick and it just explodes. It's super good. Looking at it, I think it's one of the more creamier Hilltop flavors. This one is super unique. I really like this one. It is their Keto Series, so I wonder if that has anything to do with that. I'm not sure, but everything about this one is super unique and flavorful, and in the texture, it is also unique. It's very creamy. This one, definitely top tier in terms of the Hilltop flavors. This one's dangerous. I could probably sit here and eat a full tub of this. But yeah, it's very good. Definitely go pick up the banana cream pie. This one's nutrition facts are a little different here. They're a little more dangerous. Now, staying within a serving is fine, but if you're gonna eat the whole container, it has quite a lot of calories, so be careful with this one. But at the same time, it was excellent. Alright, our 4th flavor is a peaches and cream. When I was scooping this one out, it seems so far this was the least dense one that we're about to try. Came out really easy, and it's already starting to melt a little bit. It's not just plain white. It has a little bit of orange tint to it, and you can see that it looks like it has some kind of like fruit inside the body of the flavor. If you guys ever had a peaches fruit cup before, maybe when you were a kid, in the cafeteria or for your school lunches, that's the kind of peach flavor I'm getting from this. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of fruit in my desserts at all. Doesn't really do it for me, but I know a lot of people love that. This one it's a little sweet for me. The sweetness comes in a burst when you first bite into it, and then it fades decently quickly when you get through it. Now the fruit chunks, they're fine. I think if you're the person that likes fruit in your desserts or anything like that, it's good. It doesn't add a whole lot to the texture. It's kind of gummy. It's kind of squishy and gummy, and it kind of blends in with the actual ice cream. So you're not getting a whole lot of texture with this one. It does melt rather quickly. The peach flavor's there. It's a little too sweet in my opinion. I probably wouldn't buy this one. There's not really a whole lot to say about this one. It's not boring, but it's what you would expect from a peach flavored ice cream. Not super unique, not jumping out of the books at me. But if you're the person that likes nice, tasty, kind of like fruity ice cream with fruit actually in the body, you might like this one. Me, I think it's a little too sweet for me, and I'm not a fan of the actual peaches. And I don't know if there are actually real peaches in the body of the ice cream. We'll have to look that up. Overall, it was okay. I can't judge it based off of my hate towards the fruit in the dessert, so I'm gonna give it an okay rating. But let me know what you think if you end up going out and getting yourself a sweet peach treat. My voice sends chills, left for those in the session. My mind is listening, you know you get my message. Meet me on the other side, M1. I f***ed up this fast, but I'm on one. Meet me on the other side. The next flavor we have here is the jelly donut flavor. And yeah, it's a little strange, I know. When we first get into it, we get that super piercing white kind of body of flavor. And when I was scooping this out, we can see the frozen, there's some kind of frozen red jewel looking ruby thing in the middle. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. So why don't we try that part right now. Man, I don't. Okay, so this one's a weird one. Honestly, I don't get what they're trying to do with this one. So I just bit into that weird frozen kind of blob of red. I don't know what it was, but it is just pure frozen ice, and there's not really any flavor to it that I noticed, and it was kind of unpleasant. It was like way too cold, and it kind of just like threw ice all over in my mouth. The body of the flavor, it kind of just tastes like strawberry ice cream to me. It does taste like strawberry ice cream, but I can also taste the alcohol sugar in this one pretty strongly. It gives it that weird kind of strawberry syrup taste. It has that whipped density to it, like the banana cream pie, and I'm starting to think that has something to do with the Keto Series. It's a little weird for this one. This one's almost like a little chalky. Man, this is the one I was most excited about. Let me down real hard. Yeah, don't waste your money on this one. It's terrible. It's really bad. Yeah, this one's definitely just a gimmick. It got me, but I'm here to help you guys. Don't get this one. There's absolutely no flavor to it. There is a giant ball of red frozen substance that just kind of explodes frozen shards in your mouth. Very unpleasant. And the body of the ice cream is just chalk. Straight up, it is chalk. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm gonna have to eat this one. I'm gonna waste my money. We'll just get little Brown to try it out. Is that weird? Well, the dog's still eating it, so it's edible. Next we got the Chocolaty Macadamia ice cream here. Not chocolate, Chocolaty, so you know it means business. This one is also in the Keto Series, but this one is also a little chalky. It feels like this one's not great either. I don't know what it was, but that banana cream pie one, it was in the Keto series, but it was not chalky like this one. It was nice and whipped. This one is just, it's just chalky, and I can kind of taste the hint of macadamia. There are nuts, which gives it, I don't know if it saves the texture. It almost makes it a little more weird because of how chalky it is. I can taste the alcohol sugar a little bit in this one. The flavor just hits like okay in parts of it. Other than that, I get a lot of syrup. It's okay, like the flavor's okay. You can see it, it's just like balls of cheese almost, like feta cheese. That's exactly what it reminds me of. It's like the consistency of feta cheese. Not much to say about it. It's not great. It's not horrible, but I wouldn't waste your money on it. If you are on a keto diet, I could see how this one would maybe be the secondary ice cream you pick up to the banana cream pie one, which was excellent. You could pair it with something a little different, so you can switch up the flavor profiles maybe on different nights, just so you don't get bored of one. The macadamia nuts are in here. In my opinion, they don't add a whole lot of flavor. Texture-wise, sure, they add something different, but there's just a lot of things going wrong with this one as well. And last but not least, and I could not help myself, you guys know me, I had to get the peanut butter chocolate flavored Halo Top Keto Series ice cream. See what it's all about. Can't go wrong with peanut butter chocolate, or can you? We have had some disappointments on this channel, but yeah, it's definitely got that chalkiness to it in this one again. It's definitely super white, but we do see the peanut butter chunks and the chocolate chip chunks and a little bit of a chocolate swirl in there. So let's get into this one. Okay, so I'm noticing kind of like a pattern, maybe a trend with the Keto Series here. With the Keto Series Halo Top flavors, it is very hit and miss. Some of these flavors work excellent with the texture, the density, and whatever they're doing to make these flavors. Some of them work really well. Some of them really miss the mark. Now, with this one, they definitely made the peanut butter the star of this flavor. It's very rich and very smooth. It's an explosion of peanut butter in your mouth, and it's like a slow burn peanut butter flavor all the way through your bite. You get these nice big chocolate chunks in the mix, which gives it a nice texture. Now, with the peanut butter and the chalkiness, the peanut butter is heavy enough to kind of mask some of that chalkiness of the ice cream, which is very nice. The body of the flavor, I think, is vanilla, but they did a really good job, and I think they mixed some of that peanut butter flavor into the body, which definitely helps make the peanut butter the start of the flavor here. This one is really good. Just like with the banana cream pie, I don't know what it is, but sometimes that kind of whipped chalkiness, chunky, feta cheese style kind of like viscosity really goes well with maybe the heavier flavors, I'm guessing. It's a perfect peanut butter flavor taste. It's just got this great balance, and it fills your mouth all the way through the bite. It's got that nice deep richness to it, the boldness of peanut butter, and it mixes so well with the chocolate and the vanilla flavor of the body of the ice cream. It's very good. So good that I'm going to have a bite out of here. I'm sure this is not going to help me in my dieting goals, but we're past that point, I think, right now. The chunks of peanut butter in here offer even more of an explosion of that peanut butter goodness that you so desperately want in a peanut butter ice cream. Excellent. If you are on the keto diet, you should definitely pick up this peanut butter chocolate Keto Series. It is very good. There you have it, folks. 7 Halo Top flavors down the hatch. Now, I have them ranked here in order from my personal favorite to my least favorite of the batch. Let's quickly go over the final thoughts here. Now, I noticed halfway through this that some of these were part of the Keto Series, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have to taste good. So, that in mind, let's just go over the flavors here. To my surprise, 2 of the top flavors here are the banana cream pie and the peanut butter chocolate. They were both from the Keto Series. Now, while they were both a little bit, well, chalky, the flavors more than made up for the texture of the ice cream. And on top of that, their chalkiness was not near as bad as the 2 Keto Series on the end here. These 2 were packed with flavor. They had at least 2 to 3 flavor profiles as you got through the bites and as you went through the flavor a bit more. Then we have our 2 seasonal flavors. These are not part of the Keto Series, and you should pick them up definitely before they are out of the stores. Both of these flavors were fairly decent. They weren't as good as the first 2, but they were very pleasantly surprising as they're not normal flavors that you would pick up at the store. They both had a very strong flavor, not too overpowering, not too rich, and they both tasted like what they were supposed to. So that's a plus in my book. Then we have the 3 here on the end. Now, unfortunately, this one I rated so low because I personally am not a fan of fruit in my desserts in any way, shape, or form, but this one can be good for people that like that sort of thing. These 2 here on the end, they were pretty bad in all facets: flavor, texture and density, and how they look. These flavors were both really chalky. I'm assuming that has to do with the Keto Series, but their flavors did not make up for the consistency of the ice cream in any way. With the jelly donut, there's actually not a lot of flavor at all. Basically, you're biting into a massive ice shard of red blob. I don't know, but it was bad. It's very gimmicky, and I would stay away from this if you are on the keto diet. 4 to 7 of the flavors were good, and I would consider definitely buying again, while the other 3 I would definitely stay away from. You could put number 5 in that category if you like fruit in your ice cream. Overall, this was a very successful review, and the majority were very successful flavor profiles. I'm pretty sure that the only Halo Top flavor that I have not tried yet is the mint chocolate chip, and I'm not going to go out of my way to buy that since that's probably the only flavor left, but I will make sure that I double check on that. Also, now that I've tried the majority of Halo Top ice cream, I can safely say that Halo Top is a pretty good brand. You're going to get some misses here and there, but overall, the flavors they make are actually pretty good for an alternative brand of ice cream. Now, obviously, they're not going to be as good as the real deal, but for a light ice cream, for a company that sticks to good nutrition facts, they do a really good job. Thank you guys for watching this review. Really appreciate the support. If you like the video, consider subscribing. There's a lot of these that come out. I come out with a video every week. Hit the like button, send me a comment, and as always, stay tuned for next week's video.